I am literally jealous of that new host you have now. Seriously, you guys will keep ramming me in the walls, tossing important items on the floor, even releasing the mons I want to keep against my own will. But at least I wouldn't have to suffer through this. Welcome to the Cosby Comet. Today is the day of the release of Season 3 of Twitchplayspokemon. This is Kung Fu Dino Posse. It is one of the worst cartoons ever made. I suppose I should tell you what the hell this is about first. It's about a group of ancient aliens that take the form of humanoid dinosaurs, pound symbol, because aliens, and they have managed to learn Kung Fu via galactic cable, pound symbol, because aliens. Naturally, whatever deity we have in charge of this particular universe does not want aliens on his lawn, because let's not fool ourselves, why would you want aliens on the lawn?
Are you pro-choice?
So leave it to that deity to freeze the 6 suckers on the spot, only for a power outage at the museum to thaw them out. 2 of these alien dinos are megalomaniacs. Rather, one's the megalomaniac and the other... how should I put this? Thank you. So now the good dinos have to fight back against the evil dinos and blah blah blah. The animation's choppy as all hell, like it was made for a cheap in-universe parody of a Saturday morning cartoon. In an action cartoon, no less, where fluid animation wins the day. I'd question why the hell the animation is so bad. But I live in a meaningless universe where Justin Bieber exists and Teen Titans Go clogs the airwaves of Cartoon Network, so I'm not going to talk right now, so let's get this over with. Ladies and gentlemen of the mob, time to riot loose with a fandom arson of Kung Fu Dino Posse Episode 12, Best Dino Friends Forever. Belts up, gang. We're about to land. The episode begins the way any episode of an action toon would start, with Lisa sitting on the couch and watching a soap opera. Pound symbol! Because girl. Immediately you notice the anime-like designs. It makes the characters look pretty on camera, but it does nothing to save the show. Cause remember, frame rate.
Check this out! Can you believe how many more shows I can get in my mouth?
Yeah, I'd make that face too. So yeah, the male members of the Dino Posse are being male as usual. Then the posse receives word that another iced dino has been detected. So they go to reanimate their possible future comrade in the same way they were reanimated back in the first episode. She introduces herself as Leela, and man, did they not try to be original with this character. It's just a copy of Lisa's design, all the way down to her species, the Triceratops. Clearly a filler character if I ever saw one. As the posse continue their training, Lisa shows Leela around the base, the latter dino being ever curious about the inner workings and assortment of gadgets at their disposal. Predictably, Kane, being the leader, shows concern.
I know you and Lila have become friends.
BDFF's actually best dino friends forever.
We got
We got one, ladies and gentlemen!
Hey, Leela, I thought you might get a kick out of this. It's my refrigerator magnet collection. Edgar makes me a new one after every battle. Here's a little Queenosaurus and Dutch Boyosaurus. How'd you do that?
Telekinesis. Great idea, and it also inspires war flashbacks to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the next mutation.
I've been certified turtle-fied!
Ugh. I shuddered to wonder about the day I have to review that. They all go up for ice cream when all of a sudden Scrap pimps in to attack the posse, who then makes short work of him because, remember, he's fucking Scrap. He'd get lost in a mini-mark, he's that stupid. And guess who else is fighting back?
Oh, we are no match for her.
Of course you're not. You're fucking Scrap. You're just that stupid. We cut to Judd and Kane watching a Ninja Turtles knockoff as the BDFFs
Best dino friends forever!
decides it's high time to redecorate the joint. And with the blatant over-feminization that's happening here, Kane ain't having none of that. Look, you want to make your BDFF
Best dino friends forever!
a little happy here. But hey, here's an idea that could solve both sides of the conflict. Build a bigger room for the girls, so that way the leading ladies can have their own space, and the guys won't feel uncomfortable over the sight of feminine taste. Or at least, not as uncomfortable. But what's this? The main antagonist carting in 5-day-old ice? Something's definitely wrong here, and we're in trouble, trust me. So Edgar, he's the technician, goes to warn Lise about the imminent threat, but...
If you and I have a little chit-chatteroo about... Oh, Lordy.
Flash.
Hey, I downloaded the new Donnie haircut single. Let's go listen to it. Oh, I hear his singing is as dreamy as his haircut.
Yeah, just wait till he hits his 40s, ladies. Surprisingly, the Putty Patrol here manages to find the base, and the twin Triceras have moved their weapons someplace in their renovations. Hey, couldn't you stash all those weapons in that walk-in closet that's still right there? So the posse improvises, then make do with the stuff they have, but then the putties aim for the fossils. Never a good idea. Then again, with every failed project, Nickelodeon replaces it with more SpongeBob and Alvin and the Chipmunks, since that's a mainstay now. And they turn out just fine. And then Jeff finds the weapons under the couch. Again, walk-in closet. Pretty good place to stash weapons, if you ask me.
Now it's a fair fight. Are we boned?
Yeah, we're boned.
Whoa! And you think girls are messy!
See? This is what happens when you don't do a security check when you should. Posse first, BDFF
Best dino friends forever!
second. Kane reminds Lucy of this statement and tries to sway her into getting to the bottom of this curious case as to how the putties managed to sneak into the base. And now that the fossils are at risk, they need to move them all to Megapolis Mega Mall. Wow, Cookie Jar! That's a tough piece of suspension of disbelief for me to swallow. But first, some safety precautions.
What's the matter?
Leela has no heat signature. Every living thing has a heat signature.
What are you guys saying? That my BDFF is a...
That's right. A robot dino. Or a dino android. Well, it's between those two.
You know what this blatantly obvious twist reminds me of? Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. It too had a robotic spy in a particular episode, and since it was a much smarter show, it was able to deconstruct the very trope of a robotic spy, and in a certain way, ultimately paved the way for the existence of a robotic spy in the most heartfelt installment of the Kingdom Hearts saga, 358 Days Over 2. Translation: they were trying to get into my Shion fields. What thick-skulled entity would miss this golden opportunity to hit my Shion fields?
It's a rape whistle.
And so, with the jig up, Leela aims for the fossils, but the team naturally do away with Leela.
I didn't even get to buy any shoes!
sweet Jesus, it's always about the shoes! But here's a surprise that'll shock absolutely no one. Antagonist Score managed to build 4 extra Dinobots. I can't believe I live in a world where this will be the first utterance of Dinobot on an internet review show like this one. And dear sweet crap on toast, are they vapidly girly. Like, stereotypical even. Okay, screw it, I'm done. They beat the Dinobots with a homemade magnet. The end.
Now, that'll be $758.47.
Visual design.
Say hello to Leela the Stegosaurus. Sporty, hot-headed, willing to shop till she drops when the occasion calls for it, and is actually willing to help out the posse as a fit beetle of sorts. Yes, I am quite aware of the Tricera head that's still present in this redesign, but the show never cared about the anatomy of dinosaurs, so why even care with this one instead? Lisa's new standard getup consists of twin shades of blue complementing the magenta-colored scales of the body, best emphasized by her fancy stegosaur tail. Hold on, I did say she'd be a new addition to the Dino Posse, right? Well, better get her dressed up for it. Aha, there we go. Leela's new battle outfit would probably be more detailed than my interpretation here, but hey, at least I laid out the groundwork for those particular details. Such as the crudely drawn cobra on her shirt, which symbolizes both her role in the original show and her skills in a potential reboot that'll never happen because it's Kung Fu Dino Posse. Not counting her sneaky smooth moves and stealth tactics, she also carries around a giant boomerang, simply to get the joke of a stealth agent having something that screams, "Oh hi, I'm right here, come get me!" out of the way. A big bright yellow megabuster to allude to her origins, which might or might not still be in play during this reboot that'll never happen. And then we cue up the final thing of note for this redesign, the Tau symbol on her Chinese cut dress. She's genuinely good-natured, but starts to feel like she's hindering the team. The whole robot spy thing possibility probably doesn't help either. Basically, she has the same bit of character development as Patty Ann in my Pinky Elmira in the Brain review. It's on Daily Motion if you want to see it.
Conclusion.
This show sucks balls. It belongs in the 90s, but somehow managed to find its way in the 2000s. But you already knew that from Mr. Enter and the Cartoon Clip Show, having already reviewed it, and by God, do I wish I could come over to your shows and hug both of you guys. And the fact that I redesigned a character for this show feels like I've added something stupid to the lore of our show. Like, I don't know, every time we say the word antiquing, the episode automatically ends with some jerk with a camera.
I was trapped on Body Wars for 5 years. I kept trying to eat the screen when it got to the brain. I finally escaped, and then boom, cranium command. It was literally a cranium commanding me. So I was trapped on that for 3 years. It's all discussed in my memoirs, Wonders of Undeath, one zombie's heroic struggle against Epcot.
I'm at Comic-Con!
Flash.
So, this episode was a total bust. But what if I could give you the power to burn? Super Smash Analysts, a special program to build up hype for the world of Twitch Plays Pokemon. Here's how it works. All you need is a microphone and some editing software, and you're good to go in terms of portraying any Twitchplayspokemon all-star of your choice, doing internet videos, and talking wandering YouTubers towards our fair community. You have free range to do episodes on whatever you please during intermissions, but once we kick off a run, that's when the fun truly starts. Throughout the length of a run, you guys have to prepare and broadcast as many reviews of a particular target as you can. As you can observe by the hellspawn before you, the main target of the run is the Fairly Odd Parents, and what you gotta do is tear apart as many of its most abysmal episodes as you can. Time's up when the run's up, so get right to work, ladies and gentlemen of the mob. It is up to you to provide the arguments against this show's godforsaken existence.